touched on him briefly, Anthony Irvin, and what an interesting story this is. Tied for the Olympic gold medal at the Sydney Olympic Games with Gary Hall Jr. and then has had, to put it, some difficulties, let's just put it that way, and has come back to swimming.
You know, why I love this story, and this is a tremendous story, Paul, is the fact that this guy now can retire from swimming in a good way. He's in a good position in his life when he quit swimming. He's going to be happy about it, and he wasn't happy when it happened the first time.
Now 30 years of age, came out of nowhere as the top qualifier. The finalists being introduced, Tyler McGill in lane 1, Roland Schumann from South Africa in lane 2, Gideon Lowe also from South Africa in lane 3, and there is the aforementioned Irvin. Boy, that gold medal. The Sydney Olympic Games coming up on
12 years ago.
Coming up on 12 years ago. Fred Bousquet from France will be in lane 5. He was the second fastest qualifier. Josh Schneider in lane 6. Nathan Adrian will be in lane 7.
A lot of big names.
And Matt Grievers will be in lane 8.
What a final this is. I mean, I'm sorry for chuckling, but this is an amazing fight. Here's the best American male sprinter that the United States has right now, 4th in the World Championships. No doubt will be a huge factor in London next summer. Best 50 and 100 guy that the U.S. has, and he's in lane 7, right there.
Fair start, yep. One length of the pool.
Boy, it would be amazing if Irvin could back it up with another great time here, but keep an eye on Nathan Adrian, lane 7, also lane number 6. That's Josh Schneider.
Fred Bousquet in there as well. Nathan Adrian in lane 7, middle of the pool. Doesn't look like Irvin's gonna do it, and it is Nathan Adrian. Bousquet in for second, and Anthony Irvin in lane 4, the fastest qualifier, in 3rd place, coming out of nowhere. And as you pointed out, they had to completely redo the B final because Anthony Irvin qualified so late in the program, and he was the fastest qualifier.
And the reason for that is because they put all the studs up front. They put all the top 5 or 6 heats in the front end, so the people that are slower have to swim in the afternoon to be able to make that comeback. There's Anthony Irvin. There's Nathan Adrian right there. Watch the start. Irvin, I was just talking to Anthony as he was warming down from the prelims, and he said the start is something that he's really got to work on. And yes, he's got to work on it. Boy, what a great position he's in right now. 22-2 at this point. He's got to be one of the favorites to make the Olympic team. There's Freddie Bousquet, who's always a huge factor. But once again, keep your eyes on Nathan Adrian, the only guy to break 22, one of the fastest sprinters in the world today, and will be a huge factor. The U.S. desperately needs this guy to swim well next summer in London, because he'll be a big factor on 2 relays. Count that, 2 of the 3 relays, the medley relay and the 400 free relay.
So Nathan Adrian, in spite of being down in lane 7, didn't swim particularly well, or maybe that was part of his plan in the preliminary. He wins it 21.94. And Nathan, thanks so much for joining us. Boy, that was a star-studded field. How do you feel after putting that one away, barely?
It's a great, you know, we came down here to race, and you know, I'm so excited that guys like Tony, guys like Fred are swimming so fast, and it's really an honor to be in a race with a field like that. So,
you mentioned Tony. This is Rowdy. What do you think about Anthony and this little comeback of his? It's pretty amazing, isn't it?
This isn't a little comeback, man. I mean, I train with him every day, and it's funny. At the beginning, it was kind of. It's not that we wrote him off, but he wasn't going necessarily all that fast.
Right.
And he's just made gradual improvements until, you know, he's at this point now where he's a very, you know, serious contender. So it's exciting to see that.
Well, Nathan, just what you need, somebody else in the mix at 50 meters where the slightest bobble makes all the difference. But you've talked about the improvement that Anthony has made. What about for yourself over this Grand Prix series and with the days counting down?
I mean, you know, we set this track a long time ago, and we're staying on that track towards 2012 trials. And you know that some of the Grand Prix are on the way, and some of them aren't. So we're doing a good job, I think.
So a mixture, well thought out between training and competition was the story of the day. Nathan Adrian, congratulations, winning the men's 50-meter freestyle.
Great job, Nathan.
Thanks, guys.
Great job, and we look forward to seeing you down the road. And the day comes to a close at Austin, Texas, and we saw Ryan Lochte, and as we've seen before, training and training and training, not putting up great results. Michael Phelps looked spectacular in the 400 IM, whether he wanted to or not. Missy Franklin won her specialty.
Well, the good thing about this is everybody's pretty much on the even playing field because everybody's tired. I think this is a pretty good indication of what you're going to see in Omaha at the Olympic trials, Paul, because everybody there will be rested and tapered.
And we saw a 16-year-old Ryan Murphy who beat Ryan Lochte, who's probably on the phone right now, letting everybody he knows know about that. It was a solid first of 2 days of coverage here on Universal Sports. Thanks so much for joining us. We'll be back with you once again. Missy Franklin, Katie Hoff, along with Michael Phelps and Ryan Lochte will do it all over again here at the University of Texas. Some solid swings. We're inside of 200 days to the London Olympic Games, and athletes like Michael Phelps and Missy Franklin know all too well it's right around the corner. Thanks so much for joining us. We will see you once again for Rowdy Gaines. I'm Paul Sunway. Take care, everybody.